So Jaguar Land Rover has finally woken up to realise that the petrol car age is coming to an end. So it's going to invest £1 billion in developing electric cars. This follows the announcement of a record £3.6 billion annual loss and 6,500 job losses last year, following the collapse of diesel sales, which has seen a 50% crash in UK new car sales due to increasing climate change panic and government announcements to move towards a zero carbon emissions economy by 2050. And where carbon emissions are concerned, the number one culprit is transport, that generates greenhouse gases of more than twice that of conventional power stations, with emissions only down 3% since 1990. Thus, our roads are destined to see a huge change over the coming decade, as electric cars that make up less than 1% of today's cars on the roads will increasingly replace petrol and diesel vehicles. Therefore, automakers such as JLR face a stark choice between either going out of business or to invest in developing electric cars, which JLR has belatedly announced that it would start to do today, several years behind the curve when it compared to other major auto manufacturers, as JLR's £1 billion announcement is a mere drop in the ocean when compared against $70 billion by Volks Wagon and $33 billion by Daimler Benz, with the auto industry investing over £240 billion in total in developing electric cars. So this is JLR's first step to develop an electric Jaguar as a testing ground for the technologies involved. However, to survive, JLR will need to quite soon announce plans for electric versions of the Land Rover range of vehicles, such as the Range Rover, Discovery Sport and the other 4x4 models, or face motor industry oblivion. So what should you do if you're thinking of buying a brand new Land Rover today? Well, you should understand that with each passing year, the government will make it increasingly more expensive and restrictive to drive diesel vehicles in UK cities, with likely outright bans to come in force within just the next few years. That, coupled with improving electric vehicle technologies in terms of efficiency and battery life, does not give your diesel Land Rovers much of a road life, perhaps no more than 4 or 5 years before the collapse in consumer demand makes production and sale of diesel Land Rovers obsolete in favour of electric Land Rovers. However, during this transition period from diesel to electric, I can imagine many garages will be springing up to offer retrofitting existing Land Rovers with electric motors and batteries before the price of electric Land Rovers falls to meet consumer demand, especially in the used car market. The bottom line is that the next 5 years will see a tipping point that will result in the end of new diesel car sales, with a collapse in the market for second-hand diesel vehicles, effectively making diesel-powered Land Rovers obsolete.